Hey everybody, I'm Hatem and welcome to another episode of Bayt.com's Career Talk. Throughout the past 4 weeks, episodes 1 to 4, we took you through the ins and outs of building a CV, leveraging social media to stand out to employers, acing that phone interview, and hopefully getting that physical interview aced as well. But today's episode, I want to touch on something a little different, a trending topic, if you will, and we're seeing this becoming increasingly popular, and that's the topic of entrepreneurship. And the reason why I want to address this today is because there's a very important aspect of entrepreneurship that is being overlooked, an aspect that could deliver and contribute to your success as an entrepreneur. And that aspect is the value of work experience. And the reason why we're seeing a lot of the younger people or the millennials aspire to be entrepreneurs, entrepreneurship is cool these days. Entrepreneurs are the new rock stars. We spend a lot of our time on social media, and through our social media feeds, we hear stories of startups that have come up 4 years ago and are now worth over $1 billion. This startup that has changed and revolutionized the way we move around cities. This other startup that has now created a new way to deliver payments online, so on and so forth. And naturally, we're inspired. And then we aspire to become entrepreneurs ourselves. But again, going back, work experience is highly overlooked in this respect. And it's because some of these stories that we hear have founders who have maybe dropped out of college, or founders that have straight out of university or high school build their own empire. And we naturally want to follow that path or that track without understanding that these are the anomalies. The majority of entrepreneurs have work experience. And I'll tell you why work experience is very valuable to you as an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you usually have a certain strength you want to build on. If you're a fresh graduate or a student, you have a certain strength that you want to leverage to build a business around, be it design or marketing, or if you're a developer and you know how to build great apps or games. But there are many different facets to a business that are required and contribute to the overall success. For example, if you're a developer and you know how to build great games, does this mean you'll have a successful business? It means you have a successful product. But to have a successful business, many different elements come into play. There's the finance aspect, there's the marketing to have more users find out about your app and download it more. Then there's the design, then there's so many different parts of a business that work together to deliver success. And you need to understand all these different parts, and that's where work experience becomes very valuable to you. So if you're a student, I highly encourage you to take up internships during your summer period, during your winter breaks. I know it's difficult to sacrifice some of your holidays and your vacations to do this, but if you are serious about your entrepreneurship aspirations and your dreams, then this is very valuable to you. You'll understand more about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, what environments work well for you, what environments don't, what kind of people you get along with, what people you don't get along with, and you learn a lot about what you don't already know. There's a lot that you don't know. And experience in a workplace, seeing a business function in times of success, in times of struggle, is very valuable to you. You'll know what to avoid in your own business. You'll know what to focus on. You'll take tips and understandings from that environment that you can then implement in your own business to grow it in a way that's more successful. Startups have a very high failure rate. And it's because people generally have a great idea, but the execution is poor. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard this before. It's not the idea, it's the execution. And when people invest money in a business, they're not investing in the business, they're investing in the people behind the business. Your idea might be similar to someone else's, but you just know how to do it better than someone else. And therefore, you'll be more successful than that someone else. It's not about the idea, it's about the execution. And knowing the execution comes from your work experience. As a student, I highly encourage you to take up some internship experience, even if it's unpaid. Leverage that time that you have as a student to take on opportunities that you otherwise wouldn't be able to take on if you have your own responsibilities. As a fresh graduate, find a job that falls in line, even if it's not at the salary that you're expecting. If you're serious about becoming an entrepreneur, find a job that falls in line with what you want to do and will give you that experience and understanding that you want to leverage to build your own business. Now, that's not to say that if you have a great idea that you're really passionate about and truly believe in, that you should shelf it until you gain some of that work experience and exposure. By all means, do work on it. Deploy some patience, though, while building your own idea, and leverage the advantage of work experience and what knowledge and information that gives you to better understand how to optimize the different functions in your own business, to know what to do and what to avoid, ensuring your success as a startup entrepreneur. So what do you guys think of this episode? Do you feel that work experience is valuable to any startup founder? Let us know in the comments below. Follow us on social media for the latest episodes and the latest news. Keep sending us your questions on careertalk@Bayt.com. We will be answering them in the coming episodes.